Hello and welcome back to another Doctor Who unboxing video. Now before we actually go on to the unboxing, I just want to make a quick little announcement because this Saturday, the 23rd of May, I will be, fingers crossed, be doing a live stream on Doctor Who Season 14. Yes, I'll be joined by a group of mates talking all things Season 14, yes. Talking about the most recent Blu-ray release, so looking at the special features, reviewing the stories, all that kind of stuff, and I guess we'll do the speculation on the next Blu-ray release. So fingers crossed that will happen because I've just got to work out how the whole YouTube live stream things works because they've changed it around since I last did a live stream. And I know that there is a Doctor Who tweet along on Saturday about Adventure in Space and Time, but I'll probably do the Season 14 live stream after that once that's finished. So that's just a quick little announcement that that will be happening, fingers crossed, this Saturday. So, you know, thank you in advance really. So back to the unboxing. Now last year I unboxed a Doctor Who unofficial annual, the 1972 annual, and since then the same company have released two more Doctor Who annuals. They've released the Colin Baker 1987 annual and they've released the Master annual. So I wonder which Doctor Who annual is inside. So without further ado, let's just unbox this, shall we? Right, so let's just open it up. So if we make a little tear there, and we have a cardboard little sleeve. So if I just remove that and I just take that out a shot like so, we have, oh wow, that is really cool. We have the unofficial Master Annual. Doesn't that look absolutely crazy? It's done like the first Doctor Who annual. That is really nice. I absolutely love that. That is brilliant. Yes, so this cost me about I think 23 quid because I had like a discount code for it. And you know, it's a lot cheaper than what this annual was because I feel like that was, I think that was about 45 quid the 1972 annual, but that is quite a thick old annual as you can see compared to the Master annual. But these annuals, I have to say that there's so much love and care put into making these. So I'll give you a quick closer look at the annual. So here is the annual, and doesn't it look absolutely stunning? So the cover is a bit of a homage to the first Doctor Who annual cover, which I'll put a photo on now so you can see how they've kind of replicated it. Obviously this is where the Doctor would be, his TARDIS, but it's been changed to the computer bank TARDIS and the Master's there, and some aliens what feature within the actual story with a lovely sort of retro sort of space background, which is absolutely lovely. So I love that. So we've got the Master annual. Now the text kind of reminds me of something in Seattle like Scooby-Doo in a way. So we've got the company what produced these annuals, and then if we move to the side we have the Master unofficial annual there, with the distribution there, and on the back we have this lovely bit of nice retro artwork there with the Master there standing on an alien landscape. So let's take a closer look inside at the annual itself. So here we have the annual. Now, I sort of bought this after I watched the Damons. I was just in a real sort of Roger Delgado Master mood, so I thought, you know what, I'll purchase this. So if we open the annual up, we have some blank pages there, and if we turn to the next page, we have this lovely sort of picture spread there of the Master walking away from an alien city burning. Very masterful and very colourful, very 1970s, isn't it, with the vibrant colours. So if we turn to the next page, we have the unofficial Master Annual 2074. We've got the lovely artwork there of Delgado in his computer bank TARDIS with a nice sort of fiery cosmos background. So this tells you the contents, telling you all the sort of stories there, and it does feature some games because, you know, what's an annual without some games? So if we turn to the next page, we've got a nice little bio. We're talking about Roger Delgado, and then we move to the first story there with the Master and the Otter People. What feature on the cover, I guess. As you can see, we've got some nice great bits of artwork there. We've got the Master there doing some sciencey stuff, I guess. So yeah, we've got some nice bits of artwork there. Then we've got a nice little bio talking about Roger Delgado, and I guess talking about his career and his life really. So that'd be quite a nice little read to have a read. Then we've got another story. The artwork, again, it's very in keeping with the old annuals. Which is very nice because it keeps it very authentic to what these annuals are trying to do, because these annuals are sort of trying to replicate the annuals from the time. And that looks like the monk, doesn't it? It looks like Peter Butterworth's monk, and I think it is actually, because you can see there the Master with the Monk. So we've got Roger Delgado meeting Peter Butterworth's Monk, so that'd be quite an interesting one to see how their sort of dynamic plays. Yeah, I don't think the Monk's very happy about that. I think Delgado's winning that one. So we've got the Sands of Time. You know, the stories do look very interesting, don't they? They're quite text-based. It's not like you're getting quite a lot of pictures throughout, but you know, the illustrations are rather nice. Got the Master in his TARDIS there. It does look all rather cool. Now this looks very traditional, what you would see in a 1970s annual, doesn't it? It just looks very bright, colourful. The sort of art style does seem to match that of a 1970s annual. I feel like the annuals themselves definitely have that sort of flair to them. They definitely do keep well. And with that, so we've got like a little quiz on the Master there with some little questions to do. So that'd be fun to do those. So we've got the next story, the Mind Benders. So I think that's taken from the Mind of Evil sort of VHS cover, I think. We've got another story there, looks very nice. Then some more illustrations there. I do generally love these, they are really nice, and I feel like the illustrations are pretty darn good. I guess for covering the life of the Master in a day. So I've got a nice little fun read, really. See what the Master gets up to in a day. Oh, hang on, I've just seen that. Mr. Gummidge, is that a reference to Wurzel Gummidge? I hope so. Imagine Delgado meeting Wurzel Gummidge. Wonderful. So yeah, we've got the Visitor. That looks like a bit like a clanger. I mean, that'd be quite a nice little story. The Master finds out that clangers are real and he visits them. Nice little reference to the Sea Devils, but it doesn't look like the clangers actually. I mean, it does look in a way in the design. It does look a bit like them. Again, really nice. Lovely bit of artwork that is, isn't it? The Hero of Malvar. I guess this is a bit more photo-real sort of artwork, which features in the 1972 annual as well. And then we've got a nice little game there for you to do. So yeah, really nice, and we've got a nice little cartoon. I'll just quickly flick through this now. Oh dear, that person's leaving the TARDIS. Oh, Roger Delgado looking very badass with that. So that's very cool. Just quickly, that's a bit creepy, isn't it? So I'll just quickly flick through it now. We've got some more sort of species guide. I guess these are the creatures what feature within the annual. Oh, that is very gruesome. I think that's meant to be like the Avengers, isn't it, with Steed and Peel. Nice bit of artwork again. Again, very retro that is, this bit of artwork. The Master of Disguise there. Another game, which is very cool to do, a maze. Winner takes all. Just quickly flick through it now so you can get a quick grasp of what features within the actual annual itself. As you can see, there is quite a lot within it. And it looks like quite some fun stories, really. And then we've got the answers to the actual questions themselves. Then we have the Burn the Witch. So the Master's being a Witchfinder General, which would be quite nice because that was the original idea for War Master 3. But that changed because of what they had planned for Series 11. So yeah, I think rather cool. Or looks rather gruesome. Is that how the Master becomes crispy? One of the many answers to that, and that's the final page for the annual. And then we've got this nice Obey. That's a really nice little poster, isn't it? And then that's it. That is what's inside the annual itself. So yeah, quite a lot of content actually. So I'm going to do a quick little comparison to other annuals to see how it lines up with the previous annuals. So here we have my sort of Third Doctor era annual collection with the 1971 annual, one of my most prized possessions because that's incredibly rare, and you know I had to get it because it's my favourite Doctor, John Pertwee. Then we've got the unofficial 1972 annual, 1973, 74, 75, and then the Master annual. So if we do a quick little comparison with the spine, so if we grab the 1974 annual, because this is the Master 2074 annual, so if we just quickly line those up, you can see the sort of difference in size there. You can see the Master annual slightly taller, and is, I guess, about the same sort of thickness to the old annual, so it won't look really too out of place in your Doctor Who annual collection. So quickly comparing it to the 1972 annual, again it's slightly taller than the 1972 annual, but it does look rather nice. I don't know if the William Hartnell annuals were a little bit taller than the annuals in the 70s, because I don't have my William Hartnell annual to hand actually. It's in another place, so I'm not too sure on the size actually, but there we go. That is the sort of difference you're talking with these annuals. So that concludes this quick little unboxing of the unofficial masked annual. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to purchase this annual for yourself. I definitely think that these annuals are a labour of love. They've really sort of replicated the feel and look of the annuals with the nice little addition of the games. It definitely looks like a fun little read with the amount of stories. The artwork is incredible, and you can definitely tell that a lot of love and passion has gone in to make this annual. And it does look very authentic and in keeping with the rest of the Doctor Who annual. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and I'm off to do something quite masterful and read some of this annual. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. So thank you very much and goodbye.